Hello, everybody. I want to start this video off with an intro. I just wanted to show everybody before you get too far into the video of what the end result was. So I'm experimenting here. I'm trying to get the result for the fairy flower. I watched Julie on her channel, Pouring Your Heart Out, did this one, and I just loved the results. They were beautiful. So I thought, you know what, I'll try it, right? She took a course to learn how to do it. And so this was my result, obviously not what I was looking for. I think next time I need to make my white stronger. And you know what the funny thing is, this was what I used with my leftover white, and you can see this one's a pretty like little marbly effect, and this one I really like. It looks like a flower. This is the center of the flower, and that was just a happy mistake with when I used the leftover colors that I had. So, anyways, I just wanted to pop on before the video started, just to let you know that this was an experiment, and I wasn't sure whether to actually put it up on YouTube. But for anybody who wants to see the process of how hopefully I get from this as my first attempt to something more successful, maybe this video will help you as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll get to the resin pour. Hello, everybody. All right, lots going on my desk today. So today we're going to try something new. I have this mold. Julie called it a fairy flower and Pouring Your Heart Out. I'm gonna try it. I thought the results were gorgeous. Not sure, of course, for first try I don't have high hopes, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to try. So I'm using. She uses a different type of paint, but I'm using these ones called from Liquitex. I actually got them at Michael's, and it's acrylic fluid. So that's the other thing that I'm not sure, because I'm using a different medium than what she used. But I couldn't get the same ones that she uses here. So, and I'm not sure how much to put in each of these, so I'm going to test it out. And I'm pouring the three colors. So I'm just going to start with that was about 5 drops. And then I just want to see what kind of color that gives me here. So I think you want it to be fairly dark, but still kind of translucent. So you can see on the side of the cup, it's still, well, even on stick, it's still translucent. So I think I may put just one more drop in there. So I think that was 6 drops. I'm going to have to mark this down too. Although, like I said, I don't have the highest hopes that it's going to work. But, you know, I want to try it. That was one of the prettiest coasters I've seen made. And I just want to try it out. So the next color I'm using is diazazine purple. The first one was called Pathocyanine blue. Sorry, guys. Those names are beyond my ability to pronounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to start with 5 with this one and then add to it if I need to. I think that's the easiest way to go. So we'll just give that a stir. You can see it looks very dark in the cup, but it's still translucent on the stick. So I'm going to add another 2 drops to that and see what we get. And looks like I think I'm going to go with that. All right, and the third color I'm going to use is called Medium Magenta. Finally, a name I can pronounce. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was about 6 drops. So getting these at Michael's, of course, I was able to use a coupon, which was nice. Because they didn't have them in sets. So now, if it doesn't work with this, I actually think this is still probably, we'll see after this if this would be, an effective medium to use to color your resin, depending what you're going for. So I'm just going to add another 2 drops to that. Okay. Okay. So I figure as I play with my ratios, hopefully, I can get the hang of this. So the other thing we need to do is our white. I'm just going to use my Cast and Craft. I have some white here to do you have to do dotting, and then you have to pour in white when you're done to finish filling 2, 3. I have no idea how much to put in this big cup. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's start with that, see what we get. Because I know that like Julie pays to take those courses, so she can't share the recipes. I did look those up. I watched a sample one, but I found them a little bit outside the price that I'd want to pay right now. And I know that a lot of the materials aren't compatible with what we can get here, so I still think you may struggle with knowing what mediums to use. You would know, I guess you would know, like, far as for 50 milliliters of resin, you would use so much white and stuff like that. So, okay. So hopefully you guys bear with me. If it's like totally ugly, I probably won't show the video. But if it's even halfway nice, I might show you guys. Put a little more white in there. Got white all over my fingers. Yeah, so I'm just gonna finish mixing this because it does take quite a bit of mixing to get this nice and smooth and not have those white swirls. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is I have this little cup and I'm going to layer my colors in it. So I think I'll start with the purple. And then blue. About the same amount of each one, but I don't think it has to be exact. You don't have to measure it or anything like that. A little bit of pink. And then it's going to repeat. Purple. Blue. Pink. When I first watched her do this, I thought, how did she get those colors without them all mudding with each other? But it was gorgeous. If you haven't seen the video, she calls it a fairy flower. She's done 2 now. And I just thought it was really nice looking. I think I might have mixed up a little too much of these colors, but that's okay. I don't have to use it all. I can find something else to put these in. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there with the colors, and I'll just find something else to put, sorry guys, put those into. So, just going to get those out of my way. And I'm going to bring my mold over like that, and I'm just going to pour this in. And I don't think I'll scrape my cup because I think that would muddy the colors that are in there. So the next step that she did was she used pipettes like this to make her dots. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to use 2 to get them filled up. I am going to get the bubbles out of my mold. I'm not used to using this thing, so I'm being very careful with it because I know that it can do harm to your mold. I am more comfortable with the lighter, which maybe I'll go in because I don't like to get the other one near my edges. All right, so what she does with the pipette is you go around and you make dots. So I'm going to do that. So this is where the learning is going to come in, knowing how much white to put in your resin, how big to make these dots. I did not get that centered at all, did I? Okay. Let that one fill up. I'll go over to the next one. Continue on. That's me. I should have brought this one out more. So I'm just kind of going in between the dots I just made to, and I'll continue to do that. She does add a lot of dots. I wish I hadn't got this so off center. I'll have to try to fix that. I'll have to, next time I'll have to make sure I pay more attention to the center. I do think, I might have got a little bit more. Okay, that's just a sign I need to fill that back up. I do think using these little pipettes is easier than using a piping bag. And I do remember Julie said the secret to, I don't think she was talking, well, maybe she was talking about this one. I think it was the Larimer, but that she uses the sorry, it left my head, the acrylic inks rather than the resin inks. So that's why I purchased these when I was at Michael's on Friday. So that one came out big and it has a bubble. Let me just let me poke that. Poke, come on, you can do it. And I know a hair just came off my glove. There we go. I still didn't get that. I'll get it with the lighter. I need to keep moving with these little dotties because I want them to move in. Make their way to the center.
Staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. Call me when you want, baby, I can take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah. Call me when you want, baby, I can take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think.
I think that might be enough dots. I know Julie puts a whole lot of them, and then she actually did design it on the outside. She did it with a piping bag though, and I really don't want. I still haven't came across my piping bags since moving my craft room. I wonder if I could do it with the pipette. Let's try it. Let's see what we get. It's got a little bit of bubble in it. Okay. Grab the other one. Wonder what this would look like if you just left it with what you have and not put that other great big thing of white in the middle. Because it's cool on this side, isn't it? Okay. Not getting any. My pipette's not filling up. I'm going to lose where I left off. Oh, I'm getting bubbles. Okay, that's not good. Because there's not enough resin in there. Come on, you. I think these definitely do have a lifespan on how many times you can fill them up, and they just don't fill up all that well anymore. And I think I've reached that. Alright. Yeah, this is not. Well, I need to be able to finish my design. Maybe I should have grabbed a sandwich bag. Come on, you can do it. Get me to the end. Oh, almost. Okay. All right. And maybe a couple more dots. I was surprised at the amount of dots that Julie put in hers, but I guess with her you trust the process and get beautiful. Well, she gets beautiful results with everything she does. Okay, that's it, guys. That's all I'm doing with that white. So, once again, just going to get rid of these bubbles. Okay. And what is going on in the center there? Is that a hair? I can't tell. No, I don't think so. All right, so the next step is to take this cup of white and ruin our whole pattern by pouring it pouring it in. So let's get to that. There we go. Ooh, that got warm. Maybe I should have been working faster. Okay. I don't want to overflow my mold. Hopefully that was enough. I didn't even use half of what I had made. But if I put any more in there, I might overflow my mold. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. That's all I can fit in there. And the other thing I wanted to put in is I have some of that crushed glass like I used in my K-pod holder. I'm just going to put that in the center. Just like that. Hopefully it's not too much. Let's see how that turns out. Alright guys, that's it. I will see you tomorrow with the results. Good morning, everybody. Alright, it's all nice and cured. I'm excited to see this one. See whether it was a success, fail, someplace in between. Before we get to that, with my extra white and the color I had, look at this. I just poured it into my coaster, so this one's kind of like a little marbly purple thing. That was my white, and I just put a little bit of the color in it. And this one, let's see what it takes. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. I thought that was kind of neat how that turned out. All I did was pour color 1, color 2, color 3, then some white, color 1, color 2, color 3, then some white until it ran out. All right, so no, not good at the bottom. You wouldn't use this on the bottom, but like that. Really like how that turned out. That's pretty cool. All right. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Ready? Okay, let's see. Aw. No. Some over pour here. No, that definitely did not turn out. So, I think I might have needed more white. Not sure. I'll have to take a look. I like the edges. Oh, I like this mold. I do like how those stones came out in the middle. But I'll have to try it again, see what we get. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one.